But that doesn't mean the festive vibes stop. Because here on DSP Gaming, we keep this party going. Alright? We keep it rolling. And it will
Are you drink? Is that your way of telling me that you're drinking?
keep rolling.
You've been drinking this morning.
Then, she was like, alright, you gotta open your presents.
Here we go.
And I was like, but it's not Christmas yet. It's still Christmas Eve. And my wife's like, no, you have to open the presents. I said, but that's against the rules. The rules say you're not allowed to open your presents till Christmas Day. And my wife goes, these are our rules. We make them because it's our family. I don't want to hear you ever say that ever again.
I wonder, does he take the direction from the wife like this? Or is he just overinflating that, she just said, I don't care about the rules. And that's all she said. And now he's overinflating it. But her insistence that he should open these presents on Christmas Eve.
And I was like, but it's not Christmas yet. It's still Christmas Eve. And my wife's like, no, you have to open the presents. I said, but that's against the rules.
You have to open the presents. They're sat together.
Playing Far Cry 6. I watched her play that for a little bit. And basically then, she was like, all right, you got to open your presents. And I was like, but it's not Christmas yet.
So here's the setup. They're sat together on the sofa. She sat with him. She's playing the computer game. He sat with her. And she's like, fuck this. You've got to open your presents.
Still Christmas Eve. And my wife's like, no, you have to open the presents. I said,
no, fuck this, Phil. You've got to open your presents.
But that's against the rules. The rules say you're not allowed to open your presents till Christmas Day. And my wife goes, these are our rules. We make them because it's our family. I don't want to hear you ever say that ever again. I was like, okay, honey. And so I opened my presents. And the first present that I opened, Jasper is going crazy on the mic. If you're wondering why the mic is moving, if you hear anything, he's rubbing his face all over the mic.
Get to it, Phil.
Jasper, you're being very ridiculous today. Look at this.
I'm going to give the dog a crisp.
There he goes. Okay, so first of all, I opened my first present, all right? And it is this very nice...
whatever that is he's wearing, right? The point being, it's clean clothes. It's fresh, new clothes. So take off those fucking dirty, horrible clothes you're wearing, sat next to me on this sofa, and go and put on those clean ones. Why don't you have a shower before you do it? Did you open this one? This one's shower gel. Go and have a shower now and put on clean clothes when you're sat next to me.
Sweater, as you can see. Now, this sweater can be zipped up as well, but I actually zipped it up, and I'll show you. It looks pretty nice, right? I actually really like it zipped up. The problem is, the sun is out today. So as I was setting up for today's stream, I had it zipped up just like this. And I'm like, oh, it looks good zipped up. Wow, what a nice sweater. I really like this one.
But the negative is sometimes it makes you warm. Okay, I get it. You've got clothes on.
I have no idea. All right. But the other thing I like is that it's a color I don't have. Like, I don't have any clothes of this color. So it's perfect. It, like, accentuates and expands my wardrobe options.
Lovely. Also, when it gets dirty, you'll be able to tell because of the color of it.
Right? It is warm and cozy. But the problem is the sun is out today. So I'm sitting in the office with it zipped up. I'm like, oh, like I'm getting hot. I started sweating. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, my chest was sweating. I was like, oh, what the frick? It's friggin' winter. And I'm sweating, wearing a sweater in the house. Why? The heat doesn't reach this office just to make...
I don't care. Next present.
So, I think it's comfy. It looks nice. It's all good. And it's nice, too. I can wear this outside, too. Like, it's not just something you can wear
You can wear it indoors, outdoors. It's clothes. I get it.
House, right? But I'm hoping, like, if I get hot, I have to unzip again. That's why I had to unzip to start. Because, man, it gets hot wearing this thing.
Sorry, that rocking. Because I'm closer framed him, it's fucking out of this world when he does it.
It's not just something you wear around the house, right? But I'm hoping, like, if I get hot, I have to unzip.
Where's he
again.
going?
That's why I had it unzipped to start. Because, man, it gets hot wearing this thing indoors because of the sun on the office. If it were a cool, rainy day outside, it would be perfect, you know? But what are you going to do? So, anyway. So, this is my first gift. And
this is my first gift. Clean clothes, which you don't want to put on over dirty clothes. So I'm assuming your second gift was shower gel, right? And then she said, go and have a shower now and fucking put on the clean clothes.
I've also got me some cologne.
Cologne.
Here's the thing. we used to wear cologne and perfume. Not expensive ones, by the way. I want to make that clear. We would go to like the discount stores, like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and whatever they have on sale in there. You know, you would grab a bottle for like between 10 to 30 bucks, and it would be like a giant bottle that would last you like a year, right?
So I get it. You're not interested to have your own signature scent. That's a shame, because unbeknownst to you, you do have a signature scent, Phil, and it's probably Cheetos and sweat and. Don't get me started, you know. What do you think he smells like? This is one of the things, you as a viewer, you have to endure so many different aspects of his personality. You have to, well, you don't have to. Like, us as detractors choose to endure so many aspects of his personality, draw them to light. The narcissistic grifter, you know, the archetypal, one of the internet's finest, Darksydephil, is... we don't have to endure certain aspects of his personal life. We don't have to see him all the time. And in his personal life, he doesn't sit next to us on the bus. He doesn't sit next to us on the sofa. But obviously, his wife has decided, I've had enough of this on Christmas Eve. You're sat next to me. I'm playing this game. Usually, you don't sit next to me and we don't have this extended time together because you're busy doing your shit. But because it's Christmas Eve, there's nothing else for you to do all day. You've been sat next to me all day. I've had it up to here with this smell. Take off those clothes. Here is some washing facility clothes. Like, the cologne would have come, I'm telling you, it come in a gift box with like 3 or 4 other things in it, like washing powder, you know, foot lotion, head scrub, whatever. Like, it's got stuff in it. She's given him that, and she said, go and shower and put on the clean clothes. And this is my point that I wanted to make. I'm just doing a short-ish Darksydephil detractor video to say, I think this is circumstantial corroborative evidence that suggests that Phil actually smells bad and his wife has had enough. And that's my point. Okay.
So that's what we used to do. And we used to wear cologne and perfume all the time pre-COVID. And then when COVID hit...
You obviously couldn't smell it because you had the...
It just screwed everything up. Like, we stopped going out. We stopped regularly wearing this stuff.
Right.
Basically, life just changed.
Did you stop showering as often?
It was a shame. I think that was nice. Every week we were going out and we were having good activity together, and we had
good activity together. Yeah.
Regular places we like to hang out and go and eat. It all changed. A lot of the places we used to go are closed or changed to different businesses after COVID.
Ooh, that was a heavy snort.
Screwed up a lot of stuff. So my wife actually, for the first time in years, bought me a new bottle of cologne.
What's that face?
So my wife actually, for the first time in years...
That's got to be my thumbnail. I'm taking a leaf out of King Jad's book here. That is a face, though. She bought him cologne. Yeah.
Bought me a new bottle of cologne. I was like, oh, this is nice. I'm wearing it right now. And before you ask me what it is, I literally have no idea.
Why can't you read the box?
I don't pay any attention. You know me. I'm an oaf. I'm sure if you ask my wife, she'd be able to tell you exactly what it is. I have no clue. It smells great. I'm pretty sure this is one that either we've had before or like we were in a store and you have the samplers, you smell the samplers, and we smelled it and really liked it.
So do you think there's a possibility that she might have taken him to a store and said, these are the nice smelling things, which of them do you want? And he smelled them and chosen it, and then she's thought, like, that's the one he wants, that's his favourite, I'll buy him his favourite for Christmas. And then it's a nice surprise gift that, do you remember we were in this store and you said you liked that and now it's yours and you have it? And he's like, yeah, can't even remember what it was called, fuck you. Like, but aside from his boorish disregard for her feelings, good present, make him smell better, isn't it? She's been on this for a while now. She's been trying to push this concept to him for a while.
It's a little like citrusy. I have no clue what it is.
That's the fact that you had a wash, Phil. That little citrusy sort of freshness. It's the fact you're wearing clean clothes and you've had a wash.
Anyway, it's great. So, yeah, I'm wearing this. I'm wearing some cologne today with my brand new sweater. So I'm basically all decked out in my Christmas gifts, right?
Which are all designed to make you smell better. That's the theme. That's my point.
That's what I'm wearing right now, which is nice to have this the day after Christmas. It's nice to know that my wife had some nice thought she put into it and got me some nice things.
Yeah, and she even put a bit of extra thought into it, which is when this starts to go funny brown colours, you do have to wash it. Like, you are not going to get away with having like ketchup and kebab and whatever down it. Like, you have to keep it clean. You have to. It's like a inbuilt facility in the colour of it, and the like. You will have to wash it to make sure it's clean, because otherwise you will notice. So she's not stupid. She's not stupid, I'm telling you.
So yeah, so that was our Christmas Eve basically. So it was food, and she played some Far Cry 6. Jasper had his toys. I had my gifts.
Someone's not happy the cat got better toys than him. The cat got his toys and I got my gifts. Hygiene products. Fresh clothing.
And she played some Far Cry 6. Jasper.
It reminds me of when people get arrested and they have to take them out of their clothing for hygiene reasons, and they give them the blue overall or the the orange jumpsuit and the standard issue flip flops.
Had his toys. I had my gifts. And then basically we had like a drink. And that night, what did I have?
Ooh, get drinking. Former alcoholic. Former. I'm not saying that as a diss. That's his own life story that he purports. Is purport a right word, or did I watch it on the telly? This is a former alcoholic Darksydephil now is going to wax lyrical about his favourite drinks that he drunk just the other night.
I didn't have the cider until yesterday. So last night, I think I just had like a mix.
I mean, it is hard to remember when you've been having several alcoholic drinks exactly which ones you had at what order. I get it, but...
Drink. Oh, sorry, I got a burp.
Yeah, I obviously had one or two this morning as well, as far as I'm concerned. People don't. I'm harsh on Phil for this angle. I think he narcotic partaker a little more than people think, and like some people won't have it, but I think he kind of is, and I think he's probably over the Christmas season talked himself into the concept that it is okay to have a drink in the morning. It's
like
Christmas.
I had a margarita. That's right. We each had margaritas last night.
And he needs to loosen himself up for the stream, no?
No, Christmas Eve. We each had margaritas. And then we went to sleep.
And then we went to sleep.
No, Christmas Eve. We each had margaritas. And then we went to sleep. So Christmas...
Did you just go to sleep, or is there no sexy time? I would believe there's just sleep and no sexy time. So I'm not going to go on and on about Darksydephil and his Christmas experience. I just wanted to put that out there in Detractorland. So I could just watch this and continue. But I just wanted to put that particular point out there in Detractorland that I think I'll reiterate for one final time. Phil he doesn't smell bad right now, watching him there now, because he's been forced into clean clothes and a wash and to wearing cologne. But I think Kat had found a way to package the whole concept up to Phil where he couldn't ignore it anymore. Like, she's tried taking him on the perfume counter, she's tried suggesting it, she's tried doing this and that. In the end, he wears his same old t-shirts, and she's probably got these old, the Mushroom Kingdom t-shirt probably does smell bad. Doesn't matter how many times you wash it. It probably does smell bad, yeah? So she's decided, like, the way to fix this is literally to just force him to wear new clothes and force him to wash by nature of, like, it's all packaged up as a Christmas gift. And I don't want you to put that straight on right now without, why don't you go and wash in the new cologne and then put on the fresh. And then, from here on out, we've got like a sort of inbuilt timer on this. If he chooses to wear it, that is, which I hope he does, it will discolour very quickly, and you will literally see the stains and the discoloration, and that'll be like a sort of inbuilt clock when it will require washing, and it might alert him to the idea that so does he. I think that's her technique. I think it's quite smart. So you be good, my little puckos. If you can't be good, you're naughty on YouTube. You know what that last bit was when I went that was this. The screws are coming loose. They don't do that at the end of a scene, they do it at the start of a scene. So this is actually completely not true to life. This comes at the start of a scene. And action. Yeah? But I put it at the end to like cut. But I'm lying to you. Hollywood is lying to you. This comes at the start of a scene. Don't believe the hype.